Okay, so the first question is, we know there's thousands of videos that say you can reverse type 2 diabetes. Now, I'm asking you, can you reverse type 1 diabetes?
Yes.
And how do you know that? And who are you to say that?
Okay, hello, my name is Diana, and I got diabetes when I was a teenager. I've been with diabetes for more or less 28 years, and I, I am reversing my diabetes. I am.
What do you mean?
Well, when you are injecting 100 units a day,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go to 60, and then you go to 40, and then you go to 10 units a day. 10, that's what I'm injecting at the moment. For me, it's a miracle. It's just fantastic.
So what was the most you used to inject at one time?
300, and I was in hospital.
Wow.
I was type 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got allergics towards all the metformin, which are boxes of tablets. Yeah. And then I want to show you this box.
Well, do you want to tell people the story behind that box in case they've not seen it? That's straight out of your fridge, isn't it?
Yeah. What happens is I was injecting 100 units a day, which is still too much. And also, I got a healthy diet. I wasn't eating junk food, vegetables, protein. I'm vegetarian myself. Sometimes a little bit of carbohydrates because you need carbohydrates, but never exceed on carbohydrates. And I just started to take this amazing natural formula, and I noticed that I have to inject less and less and less. So I went from 100 to 10 units a day, which for me, the smile on my face is amazing because I'm eating the same food, having the same lifestyle, which I try to be healthy, and it's just perfect.
Well, just so people know, plenty of people say they've had diabetes. How did it start for you all those years ago? What were the symptoms that you personally experienced?
Yeah, okay. When I was little, when I was having any kind of food, lunch at home with my mom, my parents, I just was dizzy, constantly dizzy.
Dizzy,
And
okay.
I actually was sick myself, and I didn't feel very well. So I went to the doctor, they said to me, you know, diabetes type 2. You have to eat very healthy. I tried to, when you are a kid, you're a teenager, imagine. And then I snapped, it was one, I think from type 2 to type 1, it's just something like this. So you have to be careful with your diet. And as you said at the beginning, you always find videos about how to reverse type 2, but never type 1. And yes, you can reverse type 1.
Now, I do know this is because neither you nor I are doctors, we're not giving medical advice, and yet here we are. I'm a type 2 diabetic who no longer takes all that metformin. And there's a story behind that. Maybe it's for well. Briefly, you explain why all that metformin's there, but even more impressively, why are all these pens which are full? Just show them that they're full. By the way,
I want to show you what I told. Well, what happens is
they're all full of insulin, and it's just straight out the.
That's it. Look.
They're all full of
is this one. They are all full. I'll pick up another one. You see. So what happened is.
Why have we got a load of metformin and a load of insulin pens? You tell the story.
You developed a fantastic formula. My partner, he has been working with natural remedies for years, and he's quite good actually at developing.
But I mean, I am all right at it. But why I'm saying is, why are they still sending you and I that stuff?
Well, I want to make this clear. I think it's quite important.
Okay.
I did speak with my GP, and I said I don't need this insulin, but they don't want to stop sending it to me. It's like a business with them and this insulin. And also, let me tell you something. When they say to you the first time, you got diabetes, it's a death sentence. It feels like that. And as you go through that illness all your life, you depend on this every single day of your life. So your life becomes a pain. Look at this. Is this what your life becomes? And every day you are telling yourself, I'm diabetic, I'm diabetic. I remember going to see different doctors in different places where I used to live, and they were so dramatic. They were like, you still have your toes in your feet? I said, yes. Oh, that's a miracle. I mean, everything is a catastrophe with diabetes. And I've been, I work out. Some people,
when you say you work out, that might put people off, because I know you don't really work out, do you? So what do you do?
Well, I used to have a strong workouts, and then I got tired of the gym and all that.
You got tired of the gym, right?
To go for a walk.
You go for, exactly.
You go for a walk and it's amazing. And we got this beautiful dog.
I wouldn't say she's, I wouldn't, Molly. She doesn't like phone. Hello, Molly.
How dare you?
So that's your exercise, is it? You walk the dog.
Yeah.
Then what?
And
oh, hang on a minute. I can hear the phone. Amazon's here. So you hold that there. Well, I just go and get. I'm not going to stop. Yeah, carry on talking to that, because I'm going to get the delivery.
Okay. So I go for a walks, but sometimes 2 or 3 times a week I go at home weights, I go devices to exercise, or I just go to YouTube and I put yoga, cardio, and I work at least 20 minutes a day. And it's the first thing I do during the day. I think it's nice the way you start the day. There he is. He got his Amazon delivery. So I'll just pass the phone on to you.
No wonder I've got no money. I keep spending it. Right, well, there you go.
So yes, I just explained the way I work out, exercise.
Okay.
So if you are diabetic, or maybe you are not, but your parents, a friend, someone you know close to you, it's very, very important to let you know, to pass the message that your life is not any longer a pain, because you get institutionalized by this.
So I agree, because when I mean, it was such a surprise to me to get diagnosed as type 2, because I thought that I was fit, I was healthy, and the next thing you know, I was dizzy, I couldn't breathe. I went to the emergency centre, and they said, he sat me down, he goes, you are diabetic. I said, what do you mean? He goes, I said, oh, well, no worries, I'll sort it. He goes, no, you don't understand. You have got diabetes for life.
Yes, yes. It's like you never are going to recover. And let me ask you something. I mean, your body is alive. Your body is getting new. I think each organ gets new. You can search on Google. Your liver.
I know your blood replaces itself. Every 42 days, you've got completely new set of blood.
Yes.
You get new bones, you get a new brain, you get new organs, you get a new pancreas. So if your pancreas is, got a bad habit, you can grow a new pancreas without that habit, can't you? Whatever you've done.
Imagine a kid who is learning to walk, and you don't let him to walk because you give him a stick. He's not going to develop his legs.
Yeah.
That's an analogy. It's the same. Your pancreas is alive. Who said that your pancreas is dead? So then what you need to do is to help your pancreas. But this is the mistake we do. We take for granted what doctors say to us. They say to us, or other people. You need to forget all about that, because you are a lot of things. You are not just a pain. Your pancreas is not living on its own. I mean, you got a whole body in different levels that you need to look after. For example, breathing for stress. And we can talk a little bit about stress and diabetes if you want me.
Well, I know. I mean, we could talk for hours and hours. In fact, have you told them, we do a one-day workshop, and we're not medical doctors, but we just show people what we have done.
Yes.
So we don't take metformin, and the insulin is down, 95%?
Yes,
so people can do what they want, but we spend a whole day with people, and we show them that remedy. We show them how to mix. That is just 4 herbal ingredients.
Yes.
Which are food supplements. So we're not selling medical stuff. It's a food supplement We have put a bit of homeopathy in it, but it works as it is.
Yes. And this is because you were reversing your type 2, which you've done it.
Which I've done it.
But I said, hang on, I'll do it too. I'm gonna take this. And something has to help me. It help you. Because I said I could, I eat healthy. So what I did was I started to take 4 times a day. And in for me it was like around 1 month, 2 months, I reduced my insulin taking to 10 units. Now this is poison. So yes, when you got to use it, you got to use it, but you get dependent. This is like to be a drug addict. You get dependent of this. So what happens is ruin your health, your body. This ruin your kidneys, your glandules, your endocrine system, your lymphatic system. This is the worst thing you can do. Now that I'm injecting 10 units a day, I feel my health better. But we are, as you mentioned it before, we are running out workshops regarding diabetes. One day, one afternoon. Why? Because we want to teach people several skills, not just with this formula that is natural with 4 ingredients, but also techniques like breathing, meditation, relaxation, and other things.
Yeah.
Because something that I realized, having diabetes more than 30 years, if I am right, it just was so long, that my emotions affect my diabetes, the sugar.
Yes.
And I'll give you an example. You want me to give you an example?
Mm-hmm.
For example, with this thing, I hate it because your fingers get really sensitive. You have to pinch them.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped using this for 10 years. As soon as I started to take the formula, I have to use it again. And usually, sometimes in the morning, I'm 5.0.
So
I've been very stable.
Just to clarify that, for years you used to just take the insulin, and just judging by the way you felt, you didn't need to check your blood.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So then you started taking that herbal remedy. Right.
And I have to check.
Why?
Because I started to have hypos, which means my body doesn't need the amount of insulin I was taking.
Right.
So he had a reaction. My body was saying, hang on, that's too much. Less. And he was telling me through some specific symptoms. When you're having a hypo, you can Google it, but I can tell you, your heart starts to beat hard, really fast. You start to sweat, and you just feel like you are going, I don't know where.
You're going to die.
Yes, and you feel very without energy. You just slow down, and it's really uncomfortable. I never used to have hypos because my issue was to have high level of sugar.
But it does say on the packet, take twice a day.
Yeah.
And you took it 4 times.
I took it 4.
Right.
And I carried on eating the same. In fact, I tell you a secret here, I was very naughty. I was so happy that I was injecting less insulin, that I was eating more ice cream with Oreos. And if I felt like my level of sugars were a little bit higher, I just took it. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to eat lots of junk food and then, no. Because you are reversing something, you are healing your body, and you have to give the chance to your body to heal. Because there are a lot of things to understand.
Can I say, because you're mentioning something that we know, and it's really important here, the connection between emotions and healing, not just the pancreas, because you and I know, I mean, the medical people, they talk about your pancreas as if it's an isolated thing that's hanging in midair, and we know it's not. It's just a part of a system. We're all part of a system. So what would you say about the emotions?
Okay, let me ask you a question. How I was last week? What happened to me emotionally?
God knows, you were down.
I was really depressed.
You were really, really depressed. Yeah, you was.
We have to acknowledge, we have to accept, and what is to
and be honest. You're being very honest, but it's better to be,
So that day I woke up, because you always see me in the mornings, and I checked my sugar levels, and they were 5.0.
So I know what you're going to say now, so people listen to this. Go on, so say it again.
Yeah, it was 5.0. For me, it's perfect. But I said, I am feeling depressed. And when I feel like that, I can eat food. Some people eat lots of food. I don't. So I went to bed.
And you stay.
Covered myself.
Oh.
The dog was she's always by my feet, so she was there. And then at night, I didn't feel very well. I didn't drink any water, and I didn't eat. I was really down. And guess what? Would you think that my level sugars will be down or up?
You would think that if you put nothing in your body and you're just lying in bed burning energy slowly, that your sugar would go down.
So I should be having a hypo. No, I didn't. My level sugar went to 24.3.
So 240 in some countries, that is, yeah.
And I have to inject insulin without having any food all day. Why? Because if I am depressed and I've been with diabetes for more than 30 years, I'm telling you this, look at my face. If I'm stressed and if I am sad or depressed or upset, my level sugars go up the roof.
Right.
Straight away.
So, and I know mine follow a similar pattern. So it's important for the people who are watching this video to look for the connection. If there's problems at work, or there's problems with a family, or problems with a partner, or problems with money, or even look at the international situation now with this flu thing that's everywhere. It's no wonder people are getting depressed and getting anxious, and the blood sugar's going all over the place.
Yes. And
okay, yeah.
For me, it's strange. Everybody around me is diabetic. I mean, everybody has type 2. I would say, I don't know. I'm sorry for my ignorance in this issue. But if maybe we Google it, I don't know. How many people have type 2? 50% of the population, 60% of the population?
I don't know. I mean, we know most of the people in our age group were, middle-aged. Half of them are diabetic or pre-diabetic.
Yeah.
So, but have we covered, obviously we can talk for hours and we can make loads of videos. Yes. Have we covered the emotional connection that there is, and there's something that we can do, but we don't have to say what it is on this video, but there's a definite emotional connection to diabetes, a very definite emotional connection between diabetes and emotions. Yes. There's that drink there which dramatically reduced your blood sugar level. And are you going to tell everybody how wonderful it tastes?
Yeah.
Right. So it's bitter.
It's bitter. Yeah. Bitterness is you are diabetic, and notice that diabetic people, they don't like bitter things, and that kicks up the pancreas. So you need to eat bitter things, and because this is bitter, it's perfect. It makes the pancreas to wake up.
Okay.
Imagine your pancreas is just falling asleep because you are replacing its functions. So he gets lazy. He says, I don't have to do anything because this is doing everything. So maybe this is doing everything. So what do I have to work? Yeah. And you take things like that and you help yourself with some specific tools that we can help you with, because that's what we have been doing for years. And then you can get your pancreas alive and balanced with the rest of the body, because it's just not only one thing. Okay,
so there's the herbal drink.
Yeah.
There's going for a walk.
Exercise.
There's the breathing.
Breathing is extremely important.
So there's a breathing exercise that we can show them on a different video. Yeah. We'll show them how to do it. It doesn't matter even if you're disabled, you can do it in a wheelchair. If you're bed bound, you can do this breathing exercise in the bed.
And also, there is a specific exercise that works out your pancreas.
Right.
That you work out your arms.
Yeah.
This exercise we will show you. It stimulates your pancreas. It kicks up the pancreas to work. And also, people say, how can you exercise your pancreas because it's got no muscle tissue in it and it's hidden up there behind the ribs? How are you going to exercise it? Well, you're going to show them how to do it, because it works. And at the end of the day, why on earth? There's the proof. Every month they send her them pens. Every month they send me a box of metformin. Every one of those boxes is full, and they'll carry on sending it. So, please remember a few things. Number one, you are not a pen. Yes.
Okay.
They are bigger than this pen. Or pens, well, pen insulin pen.
Or some people have a pump, don't they?
A pump, which is worse. Pumps are.
Yeah.
We can talk about that.
Yeah.
Your life is not a box.
Yeah. Not a pill.
Bigger than all that. So you can start to heal yourself. You need to start to feel it. And you need some specific guidance that we can provide to you because my partner has reversed his type 2 diabetes and I'm just from 100 to 10 units. So which means I'm putting a huge amount of poison in my body, stopping this insulin. But remember, a healthy lifestyle is important for everybody. And how about the other things like breathing, meditation, relaxation? You are everything. You need to find that balance between everything. And it's easy, it's not that difficult, but it's just to give that first step.
And I think, you touched on it earlier with the honesty of saying, like last week, you were fed up.
Yes.
Like we do. As human beings, we get fed up, don't we? We have good days and bad days. But if you've got some tools in your tool bag, whether it's a special exercise, just a simple exercise for your pancreas, if it's a simple drink to help your system to get rid of the sugar, if it's a simple breathing exercise, whatever it is. And it works. This stuff works, doesn't it? It's worked for you and it's worked for me.
Yeah. And just, as I said to you, I remember the first time they said, diabetes. And I remember very well when they said to me, you are type 1, you have to inject insulin. I was crying my eyes out because it's a death sentence. You, to all the time to have a pen with insulin, can I eat this, can I know, it's affecting me, I'm feeling ill, constantly every day. It's tiring and it does get you. So I said, no, it's not possible. I'm just going to cure myself. I know I can do it. Nobody has authority on you, on your health. You can be that, and you need to start to do that. That's the first step to heal your diabetes, to feel powerful, to feel that you can do it. Yeah?
Okay.
So let's do that. We are going to do that. And we have done it with ourselves, and we want to guide you. And so you are going to see a few videos talking about our journey, but please, I forget about this, you help me. There is a like thing, a heart, that you want to follow the video, click the link.
Or subscribe.
Subscribe, and what's the other one?
And then the other one in the TikTok, it's in the bio. That's where the link is. If people want to say find out more about that drink or find out more about you, how you reversed your type 1, how I reversed my type 2, the link's in the bio. The thing is, if people follow us, we'll share more information. We even do show people how to make that drink on their own. You can make it yourself. Follow the instructions and that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or they can buy it from us, but
yeah, we give you different options. So anyway, it was lovely to talk to you and to say to you, yes, there is a path of healing within your body that is going to help you to get rid of insulin pens and metformin. And I know out there is a lot of young people, all these young generations, most of them kids with diabetes. And you know what? I'm lucky that I'm at age I haven't had dialysis in my case, or I'm still alive, because I had all my family, they had diabetes, and unfortunately they passed away quite young, like the last of the Mohicans. so and I remember trying to help them with things, but they never opened their mind to try to believe it, So
So what you're saying is, before you go, what you just said then is your family, people in your family,
they have died
because they just didn't want to try it.
No, and because I think it's a very strong relationship between emotions and that emotional world diabetes is a very emotional illness, and doctors, they don't talk to you about this, and it is. It's a very emotional illness. Think about your life, think about you, and keep having a healthy lifestyle, because that's the love you are giving to yourself. And you really have to connect with that without being cheesy. But it's true. It's very important the way you eat, the way you treat yourself. So I'm not saying, you know what's healthy, you know what's real food. Whatever is in a box, that's not real food. Food is something you see, and it's so much information about how to eat healthy. If you don't like to exercise and going to the gym, get a lovely walk, a dog, and go for a lovely walk, or just go for a walk. I don't know, but we can help you. We really want to help you. So come on, keep watching our videos and have a beautiful life. Thank you, bye.